And boom, monkeys, we are live. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. I know it's been away, as I always freaking say that, dude. Dude, it is difficult, my friends. I gotta admit, it is freaking difficult, bro. Freaking running this YouTube thing, dude. Working a full-time job, running a business, dude, and then still trying to stay in shape, bro. But nevertheless, I am here, monkeys. I'm gonna check out how the markets are going today. It does seem that Bitcoin is pumping a little bit. But let's see if it's going to continue in that fashion, man. Shout out to the first moon ganger in the chat, Mr. Doggone Smooth Brain. Welcome back, Boogie. Hey, what's going on, Smooth Brain? Glad to see you back, man. My homie here, freaking little Boosie Burt, he has risen, and so has Boogie. Happy Easter, hey, man. Yes, shout out to, of course, to Jesus Christ, man. He has risen today, bro. Shout out to all you Christians out there, bro, and all you Catholics. Hexus, I concur, man. Christ is risen, bro, and he's delivering the fire. Exactly, man. How you monkeys been doing this weekend? You guys doing good? What are you guys' plans for tomorrow? You guys off for work tomorrow? For the most part, where I'm from, everybody's probably gonna freaking haul ass to work tomorrow because they did end up getting Friday off. So that's the way things seem. Give me 1 second, monkeys. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. Un momentito. A little bit of water can't go wrong. And I am back stacking paper and DCAing. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I got some freaking money on the side, bro. I've got some money on the side that I'm ready to deploy. Of course, I'm going to see which way the market goes, bro. I'm going to be a little bit smart about it, see which way we go. Now, let me pull up the FOMC watch tool, cats. Let's see. The FOMC watch tool let us know if we're going to end up getting a rate cut or not, man. And check this out. Right now, at the time, it seems like no, bro. Still no freaking rate cut. This is a rate cut we may end up getting here on here on May 7th, which is like almost 17 days away, give or take, or 18 days away. I don't know. We have 31 days this month. But right now, we're at 87.6% that we're not going to get a rate cut. Again, being redundant, man. Freaking June does seem like we're going to get a rate cut, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want to deploy all my dinero yet, man, this coming freaking end of 60-day cycle, because, I mean, I don't expect the market to start pumping really, really hard, bro. Not till we get a rate cut. I mean, it can. For the most part, Bitcoin has been running and has been running to the upside on quantitative tightening instead of quantitative easing, bro. So it doesn't surprise me. So it may mean that we'll end up getting a dip, and then possibly another freaking left translated 60-day cycle or another bad 60-day cycle. And maybe we'll end up waiting till June to end up pumping. Well, before we check out the Bitcoin chart, man, let us go to the memes really fast, bro. I don't have a lot of memes, but the memes I do have today, monkeys, is freaking fire, bro. It is freaking fire, bro. Check this out. I don't know from what show this is from, bro. I got it off Instagram, bro. I thought this shit was fucking funny, dude. Let's see, man. Make sure you guys can see this shit. Let me see if I can pull it up completely. There you go. All right, here we go.
You know what? Your mouth kind of reminds me of like a person from Whoville. Because you like lip is not there.
Well, I can't help that. Body shaming's fine until it's all about the weight, right? Goodness, here come the comments.
That was brutal, bro.
You know what? Your mouth.
You didn't know what to say, man. All right, let's do this again, man.
You know what? Your mouth kind of reminds me of like a person from Whoville. Because you like lip is not there.
Well, I can't help that. Body shaming's fine until it's all about the weight, right? Goodness, here come the comments.
That, my friend, was fucking brutal, bro. That was fucking brutal, dude. Let me go back here. That was fucking brutal, cats. Oh, yeah, dude. All right, man. Enough of that, man. Not a lot of memes today, but nevertheless. All right, fragrances I have in the immediate area. Well, I do have the fragrance of the day, monkeys. But let me give you guys two bonuses of what I did show last time. Great gym fragrance, which is Dolce & Gabbana, Light Blue Intense. No, Italian Love. Discontinued. Great for the freaking gym. You could probably find it at a great price. Discontinued, bro. Like everything cool, it's always discontinued, man. Long-lasting, long-lasting grapefruit. Big time. Dude, great for the gym. But hands down, man, all around freaking best fragrance for the gym is Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme. Next fragrance I do have on the freaking table, which is another freaking fruit-based fragrance. This is like a spicy apple, freaking doggone Wolf of Wall Street fragrance, freaking F Black by Ferragamo F Black. This sucker runs you for about $45, man. When you don't know what to grab, not really so great for the gym, but for any other incident, any other freaking occasion, this is great, bro. Spicy apple, highly recommended. I could picture freaking what's the name, Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street rocking this, bro. This is a good fragrance, bro. Scale 1 to 10, about a 7. Now, for this one, I give this one about a 7 at the gym as well. This one's a 7 at the gym as well, man. If you guys can't find this one, bro, go for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. But this one's stronger. But if you can go with Light Blue Forever, besides, I only really rock this bad boy at the gym, bro. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, Boosie Bird, you'll like this one, bro. This one's good, bro. Like when you have a shitload of fragrances, you don't know what to pick. Boom, man. Ferragamo F Black. Now, do not be dismayed, my friends. I do still have the fragrance of the day, bro. It is a discontinued one, man. Dude, it's just all the good shit's been discontinued, bro. It is what it is. But we'll drop that one later on in the stream, monkeys. Vamos a ver pa adelante. Let us move forward, bro. Let us move forward. Let's go over to Bitcoin, bro. So Charlie was covering. Vamos a ver. Let's see. Charlie was covering Bitcoin today. I did manage to do a little bit of replay, gang, for that. And check this out, man. Now, one of the things that I did need Bitcoin to do in order for us to be considered super duper bullish. Turn this off. Now, on the daily, if you look at my EMA ribbon, it did compromise my EMA ribbon. Look at that shit, man. Hell of a candle, bro. Hell of a candle, bro, for pumping up to the upside. And get this, monkeys. It also broke structure. So are we heading for another 60-day cycle high? It could be, but check this out, man. This is what's concerning me. If you look here at the bottom, you can see that I do have my volume indicator. And you can see that we're not having a lot of volume on this giant-ass candle, bro. Not a lot of volume. I wonder if we're going to be able to compromise the cycle 13-day high, which is up over here. Let me turn off my EMA ribbon. And that is at about 88,785. Currently, we're at 87,233. We're almost there. If we do beat that, then we do get a new cycle high, bro, and that'll put us around day numero. Vamos a ver. Day 41, bro. That'll put us at day 41. Now, let me go over my notes, cats, because certain cycle highs indicate which way the market's going to freaking go. And I did keep notes as to which way the market will go if we have a cycle high on a certain date. So let's see, 60-day cycle. I'm sorry. Bear with me, cats. I got it in my technical analysis folder. Here you go. All right. So for the most part, man, if we end up getting a cycle high on about day, let's say we get a cycle high today, day 41 or day 42, man. Let's see. Day 35 and day 45, a little bit more moderately bullish. It'll be moderately bullish. Doesn't mean we'll freaking pump up big time, bro. But where it really does get bullish, man, is when we do get a cycle high at around day 45 to about day 55. And currently, we're at about day 41. But again, let's use a little bit of grain of salt, man. I'm not saying the market's going to end up pumping to the upside completely, bro, because I'm not seeing a lot of volume right now as to the way the market's moving and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, monkeys? So again, areas we do need to compromise. We did get a break of structure here, and we did end up freaking going to the upside. But be advised, I would not be surprised, and I'm not guaranteeing this, cats. I'm not. I would not be surprised if it comes up this high, bro, and then it ends up shrinking down. We end up getting more of a wick, and we end up getting a candle somewhere like this one you see here on freaking Tuesday, April 15th. I have seen that a lot consistently, man. And you can see that we do have this trend line coming to the downside, bro, and we just barely broke out of it. And it seems like we do want to use it as support. So let's see which way it goes. Charlie did say that he expects this to be a left translated, or he does expect this to be not that bullish of a cycle, if anything, bro. But let's see if we compromise our day 13. Now, for the altcoins, you guys are like, well, if this is going to end up pumping, then the altcoins are going to pump. Well, before we go to the altcoins, I do want to show you monkeys freaking Ethereum, because Ethereum is not doing that fabulous. Now, let us go over to the weekly here. And turn off some of my drawings. You can see that the next area we do need to compromise on the weekly, bro. The next area of, well, we just beat this area here. You see these two candles right there at about 86,152. We do need to beat this area up over here at about 93,590, man. So we still got a battle to the upside. Now, I'd have to draw it up, bro, but we may end up having... Fuck it. I'm going to try drawing it up, man. It's going to look like a bag of dicks, but fuck it, man. So you see that line right there. Let me go ahead and freaking make this line solid, because I've been doing a lot of break of structures. And let's paint this sucker mother freaking... what should I go with? Let's go with red. No, not the text. Let's go with the style. Let's go with red. Boom. And then I'll grab another one over here. So we got a little bit of a bearish thing going on right here, man. A little bit of a bear flag, or you could argue that this is forming into a bearish pennant on the weekly. And if you see this drawing that I'm going to draw up here, and I'm sorry, cats, I know it's very convoluted. You could see that we're forming it right there. And let me change the color of that shit so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. Paint it yellow. You see that? We may be forming a little bit of a bearish pennant, which indicates we'll probably end up dipping. Now, of course, it would be dope if we do end up freaking pumping to the top side. That'd be pretty damn gangster. But let's check out ETH, man, before we start reassuring ourselves that the altcoins are going to start pumping right now. Now, EMA ribbon-wise, here on the weekly is indicating that we are bullish, of course, man, because we have been strong on the bullish on the weekly as of late. But when we go to the daily, not so much, man, not so much. And you can see that I drew up these two red lines right over there. Let me go ahead and freaking delete these, because these are on the weekly, monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Now, here on the doggone daily, you can see that we did go to the upside. We broke past the 200 EMA, and it seems like we're starting to charge up. Now, which day of the cycle are we on, cats? So far, it seems that we're at about day numero 41. Seems like we're at about day 41. Again, being redundant, the area we do need to beat is here at about 88,681, give or take, bro. That's the area we do need to beat, or 88,772. Currently, we're at 87,221. So let's see which way that it goes. We did get a break of structure again on the daily, but I would not be surprised if this shrinks back and turns over to a candle kind of like this one here on Tuesday, April 15th, where you get more of a wick. Alligator, Bill Williams alligator, you could tell that it just flipped to the top side, but the fractals are indicating last fractal we did end up getting was to the top side, which usually indicates we'll end up getting another one, and it was above this red line here, man. Let's see which way the market takes us. Now, let's use another tool here. Let's see if I can pull up my awesome oscillator. No, not that one. Not the accelerator oscillator. And let's go to the awesome oscillator. There you go, son. Boom. Awesome oscillator. This is another one, man, that I like using, bro. And you can see we're not really getting a lot of climb on this candle, man, which gives me a huge question mark, bro. So I'm getting the same thing on volume and the awesome oscillator. The Bill Williams trailing stops, the Bill Williams alligator, and the awesome oscillator, man, are all things that Bill Williams does like to use, monkeys. You know what I'm saying? So food for freaking thought. Food for freaking thought. And let's see what's going on in the chat, man. Now, a little Boosie Burt, man, have you ever tried more plates, more dates, fragrances? Nah, man, I didn't even know that cat made more plates, had more fragrances, bro. I didn't even know he had fragrances to top it off, bro. Are they pretty solid? You know what I'm saying? Are they pretty good? Oh, yeah, you go on to say that they're solid. Let me fix my mask here, bro, so I don't look too much like a doofus. There you go. Does that turn us right translated? No. Going back to the chart, check it out. In order for us to turn right translated, In order for us to turn into a right translated cycle, bro, we would need to beat this day 7 high, bro. This is currently we're left translated still, bro, because the cycle high is at day 13, bro, and that's way below at say day 7. We would need to get above the last cycle high, which would be at about 109,000, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Now, let us assume, monkeys, that we go down. Oh, awesome! I remember, cats. I freaking remember. Check this out. Shout out to Charlie, man. Shout out to Twinkie, bro. M2 Money Supply, bro. Check this out. I know freaking Charlie's been running this a lot, but check this out. You can see that there's a little bit like a freaking days delay and all these freaking indicators, and it is 110 days offset with the M2 Money Supply. You can see, check this out, man. You can see, let me see if I can zoom in for you, cats, because I really want you, well, I can't really make it bigger, cats. But you can see that this yellow line indicates that we are getting a little bit of a pump, and that's exactly what's going on here. Of course, it's offset like about a day or two, bro. And then it ends up dumping, pumps up again, comes back down. If this is correct, assuming that this is correct, man, let's say we do end up dumping over here on the M2 Money Supply. So that means that if we do go around that day, you're talking about ending our 60-day cycle at about day 51. You know what I'm saying? If we are really following M2 Money Supply, bro. Now, we're not, as the moves that M2 Money Supply is making are not as extremely evident on Bitcoin, but nevertheless, you could see it's kind of following that path. So there you go, cats. There you go, man. And got my homie here, man. Freaking got my homie here, freaking Black Label Expat, man. Like the video, monkeys. Absolutely, bro. Like the videos. Oh, wow, man. Check this out, man. Little Boosie Burt dropping some freaking alpha here, man. Freaking great gym and everyday wear. The iron one and carbon one are solid. Okay. So great gym fragrances, bro. I mean, I have no doubt those fragrances are probably a little bit more affordable than that of Chanel's, bro. Because, dude, I love rocking that Chanel or O Sport freaking Extreme, bro, at the gym. Dude, that one's freaking fabulous for the freaking gym, dude. Fabulous for the freaking gym. Highly recommend that one. Very good freaking fragrance, bro. But I gotta check those out, bro. Maybe I'll go check out, dude. As of late, bro, late, dude, I've become such a freaking Gorilla Mind freaking energy drinker. You know what I'm saying? I've been going crazy, bro, on freaking white gummy bear, bro. I really like that freaking that energy drink, dude. It's delicious. If you guys like freaking energy drinks, bro, that's probably the best one to go to, bro. Not saying that if you do drink a lot of it, bro, freaking dude, you may end up getting freaking like really bad uric acid freaking results, bro, on your blood work. And of course, I know that I know the shit about blood work, bro, because dude, I check myself every 3 months because I'm on test. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let us move forward, monkeys. I did want to show you cats a little bit of Ethereum. I want to go over to freaking Ethereum, bro. I think ETH, and ETH is doing like is performing like a bag of dicks, bro. Big time. Look at that, son. Look at that. Even though Bitcoin's been pumping up pretty damn hard, dude, look at ETH, dog. Even though we're getting a little bit of pump in the market, dude, look at that Bill Williams alligator, bro. It's like, nah, dog. You're not going to pump. You're not going to pump, son. And then we got a fractal to the downside on the daily. Volume's crap as well, bro, even though we're getting a little bit bigger of a candle, bro. Now, EMA ribbon is indicating, like, dog, look at that, bro. That's such a battle to the upside. In order for us, bro, to freaking really get bullish on Ethereum, bro, and for the rest of the alts to start moving, man, we need Ethereum to pump, bro. And currently Ethereum's at about 19. Well, it's not even 19. It's at 1638. It would need to get above this area of about 1932, bro. Areas Ethereum does need to compromise on the daily. Some of the break of structures that we do need to see on ETH is right here, man. Right here, bro. You gotta compromise this area here. That is a break of structure we do need to get, man, on ETH. Make that sucker white, and let's mark that as BOS, because that is something we do need to beat. We do need to get a break of structure on ETH, and as of late, man, it doesn't seem like we're getting one, bro. We do need to beat that, and then we would have to beat another area of structure at about 1671, bro. Dude, ETH has got a hell of a battle to the upside, bro. A hell of a battle in order for it to start doing very well. Not only that, man. If you look at these blocks I have right here, man, these are fair value gaps on the weekly, and you can see that the fair value gap I do have lowest for ETH is down here at about 1297, bro. And we already went halfway to that fair value gap of about 1412. It will not surprise me, man, if we continue to the downside, if anything, bro. Now, which day of the 60-day cycle are we on ETH? Vamos a ver. Let's find out, man. You can see that ETH we're at about what, day 41, give or take, bro. So I imagine in order for ETH, bro, to freaking continue its 60-day cycle, usually it goes below the last cycle low that it had. And it may end up coming down here, bro, to about 1296. If it doesn't, that's cool too, man. If let's say it stops up over here again at 1419, that's okay as well. We'll count that as a 60-day cycle low. But no, it does need to dump, bro, because the reason being is that this cannot be the cycle low, because that would mean that we would have a cycle low at about day 29, bro, give or take. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 second, monkeys. Un momentito. I do have to turn up the AC because it is getting blazing in here. Give me 1 second, guys. And I am back, monkeys. I see people in the chat asking me about freaking more fragrance stuff. Let's see. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We'll have it. All right. ETH to 12K. Somebody sell their ETH, then we pump. Give it some time, bro. ETH will make its comeback, bro. A lot of people are sleeping on ETH, bro. I do know that Donald Trump holds about what, almost $500 million worth of ETH. So he owns about what, freaking doggone 500 million ETH, bro. ETH is gonna come back, bro. Give it some time. It will eventually make a comeback, bro. It has to. All right. What else we got in the chat, man? Freaking Boogie, have you tried Valentino born in Roma? Omo Green. Oh, okay, I get you. Valentino born in Roma, Uomo. Okay, now these are the Valentinos I do have, man. Freaking, let's see. I have the original Valentino, which I think is the best one, bro. This one is great for date night, bro. It is a very, very dark fragrance, bro. And then I do have Valentino born in Roma, Yellow Dream, bro. I kind of regret this purchase, bro. I wasn't too happy with it, dude. Honestly, bro. I didn't like this one. But I've never tried Born in Roma Green, bro. Dude, I wish I could freaking own all these freaking fragrances, bro, and do freaking fragrance reviews. But dude, as it is, I can barely come on stream. Let's see what other Valentino there is out there. Google. Now, I do also have Valentino Uomo, freaking intense, bro. This was one of Kevin Samuel's favorites, bro. I do like this one a lot. This one's pretty damn good, bro. This one is amazing, bro. So again, I've got the original Valentino. I've got the Valentino born in Roma, Yellow Dream. And then I got the Valentino Uomo Intense, bro. These two are probably my favorite, bro. I do like these two, bro. They're pretty damn good. Now, are these the fragrances of the day? Absolutely not. These are not the fragrances of the day, man. All right. Now, I know you monkeys want to know which way freaking doggone Sonic's going. Let me go ahead and remove ETH from my freaking screen. Let us pull up the Sonic chart on this bad boy. See how freaking Sonic is doing, son. Share screen. Onde el pinche Sonic. Here we go. Make sure my face is not on the screen. We're just doing solely Sonic. All right, Sonic currently, man, we're at about 48 cents, bro. That's where we're at right now on the daily. The Bill Williams alligator, or these three lines right here, have not really changed to the upside yet. And I'm assuming because that Bitcoin pump we're getting, bro, it's not a lot of volume to it, bro. So I'm not really getting a vibe that we're going to probably run too freaking hard yet. I'm hoping that we do come down a little bit on doggone Sonic. Let me turn off these Bill Williams trailing stops. Well, before I do that, you can see that the last trailing stop I did get, or the last fractal I did get, was here on April 19th, and that was to the downside. And it's below the teeth of the alligator, which is this red line here. And since we're below that, that means we'll probably end up getting another one, bro. It may be that we're going to pump a little bit because Bitcoin is pumping a little bit. Which state of the cycle are we on freaking doggone Sonic? We're at about day 14, bro. Now, last cycle, we did manage to finish about 63 days, bro. I didn't think it would, bro. And then boom, right here, this last day, bro, it ended up printing to the downside. I'm like, yep, there it is, man, day 63. So right now, it seems like we're about day 14 on Sonic. So pushing this out to about day 45, we're talking about, más o menos aquí, bro, about May 25th, give or take, bro. Now, if I saw on Bitcoin correctly, bro, we're at about day 41. Sonic is currently at about day numero 14. So if Bitcoin ends up dumping around day 51, the way freaking M2 money supply is indicating with the 110 offset that we do end up dumping, bro, Sonic could come back down here, bro, and test this level of about 42 cents, and we could possibly come down into this in-between gap of the order block and this fair value gap on the weekly. Now, mind you, this order block is now invalidated because we did freaking mitigate it, meaning that we did make contact with it. And order blocks end up freaking getting mitigated, or they end up getting compromised, better stated, bro. Once you do seep into it, once you do that, it becomes invalidated. But it will not surprise me, man, if we do come down here to about 37 cents, bro. I did have an Elliott wave structure, bro, on Sonic. But then it ended up pumping to the upside, and it just freaking took a dump on my freaking cereals, bro. So I think I had it like this. We would come up this way. It was an inverse freaking doggone. It was an inverse Elliott wave. So 2 came up this way. I was expecting us to come up this way and then end up dumping all the way down here to about 29 cents, come back up. Is it the way I drew it? No, it's not. I actually expected it to come down here to about 23 cents. I'm sorry about that, cats. I ended up destroying that Elliott wave a couple freaking shows back. So that's what I'm seeing on Sonic. EMA ribbon on this bad boy is indicating, dude, that we have a hell of a battle to the top side, bro. You can see that the areas we do need to beat is at the top of this order block at about 52 cents. And you even have the freaking 200 EMA here at about 61 cents, bro. So Sonic still got a battle to the top side. Now, what I am doing, as far as my Sonic strategy is going, I am currently freaking doggone I'm currently doggone utilizing Sonic and USDC, bro. That's what I'm doing, not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to do that. Because, again, as stated, when you're in a liquidity pool, bro, and Sonic is dumping and you got it connected with USDC, if Sonic dumps, you start DCAing more into Sonic from your USDC because USDC remains stable. While Sonic dumps and ends up dumping you more and ends up freaking DCAing you more into freaking Sonic. Now, the benefit of it though is that you do end up getting some X shadow if you guys are on the shadow exchange participating in the liquidity pools, bro. And then once the market reverses, or I start seeing that it's going to start running bullish, bro, then I would transition my USDC Sonic to shadow. Is it X shadow, or I think it's shadow Sonic? That's what I would probably work with. I'm also transitioning more into X33, bro. The rewards I do get in X Shadow, I'm not really staking it. I go ahead and I freaking transfer it over, bro. And I do get some X33, which I do think X33 is going to probably end up freaking doing pretty damn well, bro. All right. See what else we got, monkeys. See what else we got, man. I got some interesting freaking details here in the chat. Rhino927, bro. His Tangerine one is bomb too, bro. Awesome, man. Well, I mean, if you do me a favor, bro. If you get a chance, bro, if you're still listening, freaking drop the link in the chat, bro, so I can share it with everybody else, man. You guys could help me out, man. Give me your opinion on the fragrances. That'd be pretty freaking dope too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Monkeys, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, bro. Follow me on Twitter. Same freaking handle, bro. And you drop it to the bottom of my freaking links here, bro. You can see that it's US_Crypto_Boogie. Same thing for Instagram. YouTube's the same way. Rumble, under the hand, doesn't really let me change my handle, bro. So I'm just Crypto_Boogie because that was the OG channel that I've had. And every freaking video that I release here also ends up going up into Rumble, bro. So let us go over to a little bit of Hex, bro. Let's see how Hex is doing, bro. Currently, Hex, bro. ¿Dónde estamos con Hex, dude? Hex has been pumping along with PulseX, bro. But today, we're like, what, negative 0.5%, give or take, bro? Ballpark. You can see that Hex ended up finishing its cycle low at about, all right, the cycle low was at 40.27 versus 40.39. So you can see that we got our cycle low right here, bro, at about day 52. We kind of touched the demand zone a little bit. Let me go ahead and freaking make this a full screen so you monkeys can see this. We touched the demand zone a little bit on this bad boy. So if we continue using the same measuring tool and we start from this day, we're at about day number 21 on freaking Hex, bro. Now, currently, Hex's value is at about 70% of a penny, bro. I cannot believe we came down to 40% of a penny. So if you were to drop about $1,000 on Hex, you get about 141,242 coins. And of course, I'm talking about Hex on Pulse Chain. EMA ribbon is still bearish. And I'm sure you cats can see that, man. You can see that the red lines are still to the top side, blue lines at the bottom. But let's see which way the Bill Williams alligator has this printed at. I would not be surprised, man, if the Bill Williams alligator has not freaking changed. The Bill Williams alligator, you can see it's starting to change a little bit, man, which means the mouth of the alligator is starting to close. Fractals are indicating last fractal we did get was to the upside, though, bro, and it is above the red line. And that's what I'm getting on Hex. Turning off all these pretty little drawings, let's go over to the weekly. On the weekly, bro, let's go to the daily. The weekly. Yeah, you can see that on the weekly, bro. You can see that the alligator's still trending downwards, bro. And you can see that the last fractal we did get was to the bottom side, which means Hex can dump a little bit more. Let us submit facts into a candid world. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That is Hex, bro. Is Hex at a good buy right now? I'd say, yeah, it's at a good buy. I wouldn't throw all my dinero at it. Not financial advice, monkeys. Not at all. Now, there is rumors of Richard Hart bringing out his wallet soon, bro. Of him launching his wallet soon. He has been hinting at a possible wallet. He's been talking a lot about wallets on Twitter, bro. So I would assume that he's hinting that he's probably going to end up launching some type of freaking wallet sometime soon, bro. I'm assuming that all this time that he's been quiet, that's probably what he's been working on, man. People do want him to fork Rabby because, dude, I ain't going to lie, man. Rabby's probably the best freaking crypto wallet I've ever used, bro, within the crypto space, bro. Hands down, compared to Exodus, Atomic Wallet, fucking, what else we got, man, out there? Exodus Wallet, freaking Coinbase Wallet, freaking Trust Wallet, Rabby's hands down the best, bro. But it doesn't mean shit, bro. It doesn't mean shit, bro, because D-Bank is the one that reads everything, and D-Bank owns everything as far as Rabby goes. Hence why it's such a great freaking wallet, because D-Bank can see everything on that bad boy, man. So you have to do something about the D-Bank thing too, bro. You know, if he just specifically wants to fork that wallet, dude. And I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. If he ends up freaking launching a wallet, dude, I would end up freaking probably moving my some of my RH assets over there, bro, or separating it between a couple of wallets. Internet money wallet, I do have one, bro. I haven't really messed with it a lot, bro, as of late. I haven't messed with it a lot. People say it's a great wallet, and I have no doubts, man. Freaking people in the freaking in the Pulse community, bro, can get pretty innovative, bro. It's just that we need a little bit more of ETH to move to the upside, if anything, dude. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Rhino 927. Orange Rush is the one. My bad. Hey, no fell, man. No problem, bro. No problem, dude. Let's see what else we got, man. I do know Charlie was pretty damn bullish on freaking PulseX. Stop screen. Let's go over to PulseX, man. Let's see how PulseX is doing. Do have the PulseX chart here. There you go. That makes sense. All right, cool. Let's go over to the PulseX chart, monkeys. All right, PulseX, man. We are at about day 21 of its 60-day cycle. You can see that it did manage to come down to a low here of about 4 zeros and a 1-3, give or take, bro. Currently, value is at about 4 zeros. Is that 4 zeros or 5 zeros, bro? That's 4 zeros. 4 zeros and a 2-7. Come back to the downside, drop $1,000 on PulseX. That would get you. Is that 37 million? 37. Yeah, about 37 million ballpark, bro. Get 37 million coins, bro. PulseX will probably end up doing very well this cycle for the reason being, dude, that it does have a buy and burn feature, bro. So that's a badass thing about freaking PulseX, dude. This is a great coin. On the weekly, let's turn on the EMA ribbon on this bad boy before we just end up leaving PulseX the way it is, bro. PulseX did break above the EMA ribbon, and you can see it's sitting at the top of that EMA ribbon. But we still have that 200 EMA, bro, that we did manage to compromise the wick. But it would be dope if we can get above it at about 4 zeros and a 3043. And this is a makeshift EMA ribbon because Dex Greener doesn't let you do any of the high-speed stuff TradingView permits you to do. But you can see the Bill Williams alligator does seem that it does want to flip to the top side. The last fractal we end up getting for freaking doggone PulseX was to the top side, man. You can see PulseX has been pretty freaking bullish, if anything, cats. Let's go over to one that we haven't talked about on the stream as of late. But before we go over to that one, of course, I was going to talk about GigaChat, monkeys. I know you guys want to freaking know about GigaChat. But first, let's go over to Solana. We do have to cover Solana, man. Let me go ahead and get you guys that chart from mother freaking Soul Sun. Onta Solana, vato. A little bit of soul. Where's the soul going to, bro? Shit. Okay. Soul's doing good. Soul's fighting its way to the upside. Now, Solana had a little bit of an anomaly, bro. Check this out, bro. I mean, you could argue también que that was a cycle low for Solana on day 23. It's just a little bit odd que it would be day 27. So you could argue it would be day 23, bro, and then the cycle high would be around day 2, give or take, bro, because Solana, if you look at its correlation, bro, it does run on 20-day cycles more than anything. But let us assume, bro, that Solana, damn, dog, day 18, homie, fuck. That means if we are day 18 of its 20-day cycle, we should be topping out pretty soon. If that's not the top, which we currently are printing today. Now, I know you monkeys see freaking Bitcoin freaking with a giant-ass candle freaking popping off pretty damn hard, bro. But you can see Solana's like, nah, I'll give you more of a wick than I'll give you a fucking candle body, bro. And we're not surprised me, man, that Solana starts retracing back, bro. Cycle high for Solana last cycle was here at about day numero 14. So you could possibly see like what, a 21-day Solana? or a date or a 22 or 23 days Solana, which would put us around April 25th, give or take. Know what I'm saying, monkeys? EMA ribbon. We have broken above the EMA ribbon, bro, but it would not surprise me if we come back into it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe laid down here at about 129,050 cents, give or take, for a cycle low, and then we would start a new cycle on this bad boy, give or take. That's what I'm seeing. Bill Williams Alligator is indicating that we are starting to freaking munch to the upside. You can see that freaking doggone. The alligator does want to start running up, bro. May have a little bit of a reset and then continue its pump to the upside. So now that we covered Solana, we can go over into a little bit of Giga Chad, cats. Let's like Giga Chad. Pull that that freaking chart up. I haven't pulled that chart up in a little while. Then again, I've been away. I'm saying. See how Giga Chad is doing. Mother freaking Giga Chad, son. All right, cats, here we go. This is the Giga Chad chart. You can see here on the Giga Chad chart, man, we're kind of like oscillating sideways, bro. Current value is at about 1 cent and 63% of a penny, bro. Will Giga Chad come back? I absolutely think so, bro. I am seeing a little bit of a freaking symmetrical triangle on Giga Chad, which will indicate if we're going to break to the upside or the top side. You can see it right there. And let me go ahead and make this into a regular freaking line so you guys don't get confused with a freaking breaker structure. And if we're running this way, you can see that we are bouncing within the symmetrical triangle. So we're not surprised if we come back down here. We end up bouncing back in here, bro. As far as this measurement goes, you're talking about May 13, give or take, bro. Give me 1 second, monkeys. My doggos are going freaking nuts, dude. Un momentito, por favor. I will be right back. I apologize about that, monkeys. I am back. Let's see. Give me 1 second, cats. Let's have Andrew Tate teach us a little bit of freaking data here.
So when you have something like immigration, what it basically is the super rich people saying, I need more brokey time and energy. But the brokies, the native brokies, want too much money for their time and energy, or they want health care, or they want work standards,
pensions,
or they want pensions. No, I need pure slavery. I need slaves. So government, we would like you, using their money, we're going to give you lots of money to let in lots of immigrants so that the brokey bubble inflates with super brokies.
Super brokies, right. So draw one. Yeah. How racist can I make this drawing?
As racist as possible, please.
Right, sure.
Super brokies, so that we can get the super brokies to do what we want, so I can get further up the rich scale. That's effectively what's happening. Now, when they bring in the super brokies, this is very bad for the brokies, because the brokies now are less valuable, their time is worth less, their wages go down, plus they have to live amongst the super brokies. But the rich people don't care about that, because the rich people don't live anywhere near the super brokies. The rich people live separate. So the rich people are asking the government to bring in all these immigrants so that they can get richer, the poor can end up poorer, and the poor areas become terrible, and the rich places stay fine. What's actually interesting is the brokey bubble is expanding in real time because they're inflating the currency, because the government also has a secret deal with these super rich people here. I'll put a star here and a star here. And that deal is to print unlimited money so anyone who owns assets gets to get richer than ever before. So this is happening, which is also expanding the brokey bubble. And now we're at the point where they're actually starting to take the middle class and the people who used to be a little bit rich, and they're getting added to the brokey bubble. So the brokey bubble is now expanding out, and the kind of rich people are now becoming broke, because having $3 or $4 million used to make you rich. Now it makes you a fucking peasant. It means nothing. And before you know it, you're living amongst this guy with a knife.
He goes, you're living amongst this guy with a freaking knife, dude. Freaking hilarious, dude. All right. So that pretty much covers it, monkeys. Oh, before I go, man, fragrance of the day, Aqua de Gio, freaking Profumo, bro. This shit is fucking amazing. Hands down, bro. I think this is the best fragrance, bro. Freaking Armani ever released. Emporio Armani, bro. It does have, dude, this one's straight up patchouli, bro. Very, very dark fragrance, bro. You want to smell like a fucking professional, dude? This is the fragrance you rock, man. Going over to a freaking business meeting, dude. You're going over to an interview, bro. This is the fragrance you would rock. Of course, don't overdo it, bro, on an interview. You can on a meeting, you know what I'm saying? You're good with about 6 sprays, bro. Smells wonderful, bro. I love this one. Very dark fragrance, cats. So that pretty much covers it for the day, monkeys. I will try to be back soon with doggone freaking tacos and kimchi, man. I know freaking Twinkie's been busy, as myself. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, monkeys. I will catch you guys on the flip side.